we will be talking about synthetic division. Okay, what is synthetic division? Well, it's essentially a streamlined process for regular polynomial long division. Instead of 3 steps, in synthetic division, you'll be doing 2 steps, multiply and then add. These are the 2 steps that you will be cycling through, with the addition of an initial step to get this cycling process going. Okay, let's look at a problem from your study guide. So it's important to note when you can and cannot use synthetic division. Here you can use it, but you couldn't use it, for example, if you had a divisor with a degree greater than 1, as in 2 or larger. I also wouldn't recommend using it if you have a divisor with a coefficient other than 1 next to your x. But here we have a divisor with a degree of 1 and a coefficient next to the x of 1. Our leading coefficient is 1. Okay, so it's safe to use synthetic division in this case. It's also important to note that your divisor will be in the form of x minus k. So to put this divisor in that x minus k form, it would be x minus negative 1. Or you'll just have the opposite of whatever number you have here. And where does this negative 1, this k go? Well, here's how you'd set it up. Here's what it would look like. Negative 1. And then we're actually not going to put any variables in with synthetic division. So you'll be dealing with just the coefficients. So you have 3, negative 7, and it's important to put in zeros, very important. So you don't have an x squared term, but you'll definitely need to put a 0 in here. 9, negative 11. These go 3, negative 7, 0, 9, negative 11. Okay, let's rewrite that a little better. Okay, so we have negative 1, and you have 3, negative 7, 0 for your x squared coefficient, and 9, negative 11. Okay, so the initial step to get our 2-step process going is to bring this 3 down. Okay, now we can start with the 2-step process. You're going to multiply and then add. You're multiplying negative 1 times 3 and putting it here, the result. So negative 3, then you add negative 10, and then start the 2-step process over. Negative 1 times negative 10 is 10, and add, and then again multiplying and adding. Multiply negative 1 times 10, and you get negative 10, and add negative 10 plus 9 is negative 1, and then negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1, and add, and you get negative 10. Okay, so this is our remainder, and here are the coefficients of our quotient. So what do we do about putting in the x's? Well, you can either start from your left side or your right side. If you start from the right, this negative 1 will be your constant term. It's x to the 0, and here's x to the 1. So x, and plus you have x squared and x cubed. Okay, so you'll also note that the leading term of your quotient will be 1 less than the leading term of your dividend. Okay, and then you put that minus 10 over your divisor, x plus 1. Okay, we can use the division algorithm to check that.